Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Doreen here on Monday, February 10th. A wet start to the week here in the Mid-Atlantic region. A cold frontal system will actually be the focus of some rainfall right into the day on Tuesday. We have one wave of low pressure moving up to our north today. It's dragging that cold front closer and closer to the I-95 corridor region and producing some rainfall this morning. It'll continue off and on right through tonight and into the day on Tuesday as another low pressure system rides up along that frontal boundary zone. We'll have high pressure take over at midweek, but then another storm will pull out of the southwest, head towards the northeast, and produce primarily, if not completely, rainfall around here on Wednesday night and Thursday in the Mid-Atlantic region. It certainly is the threat, though, that at the beginning of that event, late Wednesday night time frame, there could be a wintry mix, especially places north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border, but by Thursday it should be primarily in the form of rain. And then a real cold shot arrives for Friday, and we start off the upcoming weekend at quite cold levels. Here's the current surface map, and here's that kind of slow-moving frontal boundary zone. Several different low-pressure areas along it right now, one to our north and west, and another one down along the frontal boundary zone. That too will pull up to the north and east and produce some rain in the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, it looks like off and on rain today, tonight, and well into the day on Tuesday. Well, here's the current radar loop, and there's some occasional rain falling right now in the I-95 corridor region. It's kind of scattered, though, throughout much of Pennsylvania, and it'll be off and on rain not only today but tonight and into the day on Tuesday as well. This extends all the way to the southwest along that frontal boundary zone into the south central part of the country, so there's several hours to go through, and again, off and on rain well into the day on Tuesday as we begin the new work week here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Well, let's take a look at last night's zeros. The operational run of the GFS will go through the next several days. An active weather pattern continues. Here's that band of rain extending all the way from the Mid-Atlantic down into the south central U.S. Cold enough for snow in those places that have had a decent amount of snow this winter. Upstate New York, interior parts of New England, and all of this basically moving from southwest to northeast. That's why it'll take quite a while to get through the Mid-Atlantic region. We have a lot of rain downstream actually coming in this direction from the southwest to northeast. Let's move forward here, and here we go. Another low pressure area forms along that frontal boundary zone by tonight, and then it extends the rainfall into the day on Tuesday in the Mid-Atlantic region. Meanwhile, another storm system is starting to show up here in the southwestern states. Looks like New Mexico could get a decent snow accumulation out of that system. We'll go through the day on Tuesday, and then high pressure takes over, and that'll produce some chilly conditions on Wednesday at midweek here in the Mid-Atlantic region, and then this next system pulls on out of here. It looks like at the onset of this next precipitation event, Wednesday night time frame, it could be cold enough in some parts right here showing up at this time Wednesday evening. Could be cold enough in some parts north of the Mason-Dixon line for some snow or sleet at the onset, but that should be rather brief. And then as the low moves just to the north and west of the I-95 corridor region, it looks like it'll pull in enough milder air for primarily rain late Wednesday night and during the day on Thursday in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. Of course, where it's been snowing much of the winter, it looks like it'll snow again here on Thursday. Upstate Pennsylvania, upstate New York, interior parts of New England, another decent snowfall. And then that pulls on out of here by the end of the work week. Thursday night, Friday, we'll see the outbreak of another cold air mass into the Mid-Atlantic region. We'll certainly end the week on a cold note here in places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, where it may be a struggle in some of those areas on Friday to reach the 30-degree mark, and there'll be a stiff northwest wind as well. This is the forecast map for Friday morning. Strong, cold, high pressure center to the west. A windy, cold day on Friday, but dry for the most part. Maybe we'll have to worry about some snow showers, and it looks like it starts off the weekend quite a cold note in the I-95 corridor region. High temperatures confined to the 30s. Well, a couple of quick notes before we wrap up. First of all, there was a rocket launch scheduled for late yesterday at Wallops Island, Virginia. That was scrubbed, not because of the weather, but because of a sensor issue problem. And it looks like they will not attempt to launch that until at least later on this week. We'll keep you posted on the weather website, perspectaweather.com. Also, some stories about how fast the upper level winds have been over the past 24, 48 hours or so, allowing planes to cross the Atlantic in very, very quick, perhaps record speed. And here we go. This is from the middle of the night, last night, the upper level wind flow pattern, way up at the top of the atmosphere, 200 millibars. Indeed, a very, very strong jet streak moving basically from west to east. So those planes had a big boost if they were flying towards the United Kingdom and the western part of Europe over the past 24 hours or so. And that same jet streak is producing quite a storm in the heart of Europe with heavy rainfall and strong winds. Again, a very powerful jet streak pushing from the west to the east across the North Atlantic. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.